Hello, my lovelies. I hope you're doing well, and I'm back once again with yet another reading. And in this video, I would be connecting to the current energies and current frame of mind of Elvish and Manisha towards each other. So those of you that wanted an update regarding the situation or what the energies are towards each other, so stay tuned. All right, so let's get started. So first of all, I would be connecting to the current energies of Elvish towards Manisha, okay? So let's see, how exactly is Elvish feeling towards Manisha? So let's try to get some clarity when it comes to that. All right, so let's see, what is Elvish feeling? Okay, so Elvish feels a bit misunderstood by her, okay? So he feels that Manisha is not able to understand his point of view. She's not able to understand him. During the previous reading I did mention that, you know, he was open to the idea of maybe fixing things with her. He was in the mood to sort out things, or maybe, you know, to say certain things, or, you know, something which would lead to a situation where maybe they could, you know, figure things out. So he was in that zone. Now, when I'm connecting to his energy, so I feel that he feels a bit lost with no sense of direction when it comes to Manisha. He doesn't know what to say anymore, okay, or how to handle the situation. He feels misunderstood by Manisha, and so he feels a bit helpless in the situation. He feels that he cannot do much, okay. So even though I do feel there is some confusion, you know, he is conflicted. There are times that I don't feel he's completely made up his mind. But then again, I feel because he's the confusion is there, he's feeling lost. So a part of him does feel maybe it's best to let go. Okay, but that doesn't mean that that necessarily he would do that, because there is some sort of conflict as well in his energies. Okay, because previously, as compared to Manisha, I felt that Elvish was more keen to maybe fix things with her. Okay, so it definitely does affect him. So I don't feel Elvish is indifferent about maybe whatever happened with Manisha or the situation. Okay, so he might be taking it lightly from the outside, but I do feel he is affected and he feels misunderstood by her. Okay, so let's connect on a deeper level. So let's see, what are his energies towards Manisha on a deeper level? So if we can get some clarity on that. So let's see, so how exactly is Elvish feeling? All right. All right, so how is he feeling? What's going on with him? So let's try to get some clarity on that. Okay. Okay, so definitely there's a sense of loss. Okay, so he does feel a bit, he does feel bad about it, but at the same time, he feels that the other person should understand him, okay, and that he's been like honest about the situation, or maybe the other person is taking things too seriously. Okay, so I feel there's marriage in his energies, and I feel that there is someone in his life. I've said this previously as well, that maybe his family does want him to sort of eventually settle down or start thinking on those lines, or could be some sort of conversation in regards to that. Okay, I mean, marriage is there in his energies. Okay, but it is about divine timing. So now Elvish could be traveling from one place to another. There could be some possible travel for Elvish. There is a project for Elvish. Okay, it could be a big project, could be something good which he's looking forward to. Now when it comes to Manisha, definitely things have collapsed, he feels. Okay, but a part of him still has hope that maybe it's something very petty, very small, so maybe things can be sorted out. Okay, and as I mentioned, he feels that Manisha has sort of misunderstood the situation, or is not really understanding him. Okay, so yes. All right, now let's connect to Manisha's energies. Okay, let's get an update. So how exactly is Manisha feeling? So all right, so how is Manisha feeling? What are her current energies towards Elvish? Okay, so let's check. Okay, so I feel that this topic, it actually stresses Manisha out. Okay, so this topic stresses her out, and whenever someone mentions Elvish, it stresses her out, and I mean, if it was up to her, she would not discuss this matter because it gives her anxiety, it gives her stress. Okay, so she's also not indifferent about it, but at the same time, I feel she's more certain, she's more firm that it's the end of the road for them. Okay, that's how she feels. Whereas when it comes to the energies of Elvish, I feel that he's still, a bit up and down in his energies, and he seems to be more affected. Okay, and he wants to sort of ease down the situation, I feel. Okay, so a part of Elvish still wants to do that. Okay, whereas Manisha feels that, okay, things won't really work out. She's sort of, in a way, I feel that she's sort of giving up on the friendship. Okay, or whatever situation or equation there was, she's actually giving up. She's in that zone. Okay, however, his discussion or conversation does make her restless. Okay, so there's a particular project which Manisha is looking forward to. There's something lined up, there's something coming up pretty soon. So Manisha now, she feels that she has had a bad experience with Elvish. Now that's made her very cautious, okay, when it comes to him, when it comes to maybe even discussions about Elvish. So she's trying her best to sort of handle things in a mature manner, I feel, but she feels it's the end of the road, and his topic or discussion does stress her out, okay. I cannot say she's completely indifferent, no. I mean, I don't feel they're both indifferent about this conversation or matter or whatever happened, but I feel they have a different point of view, different way of looking at things. Okay, and I feel that Manisha feels more strongly about the situation, and she feels that, okay, it's possibly the end. Okay, so she feels that it's going to be very difficult to maintain things with him or a friendship. Okay, because she feels that friendship works both ways. And so yes, all right, now I would be connecting to Manisha's energies on a deeper level, so let's try to get some clarity. So what are her energies on a deeper level? So let's see. Could be some possible travel for Manisha. Okay, so Manisha feels a bit hanged regarding a certain situation linked to Elvish. Okay, she feels that there's not much she can do to make things better now. Okay, she's tried her best in the past, and so overall she wishes him the best. Okay, and she just wants to focus on her happiness, and on her growth. And I feel maybe there could be a third person which made things worse, between Elvish and Manisha, and so I feel there could be a third person which made things worse, okay, between the both of them. And someone who complicated things, and that's what Manisha feels, that maybe there was a person who maybe further mishandled the situation and possibly brainwashed Elvish regarding something. But then again, she's made a peace with things, I feel. I mean, she's trying to make a peace with things. Okay, there could be some possible travel for Manisha. When it comes to Elvish, there's a sense of disappointment, there's a sense of betrayal, which she even feels today. But at the end of the day, she feels that, okay, she wishes him the best, but she's trying to make a peace with things. Okay, so now let's take a few messages, all right? So for Elvish and Manisha, so let's see what guidance does the universe have for them, all right? So let's see. Okay, so let's see what guidance does the universe have for Elvish and for Manisha. Okay, so let's check. All right. So I feel that one of them could be doing a project which involves like a position of authority, or maybe some leadership quality is required. Okay, you can see there's a seat here, and one of them could be sitting there and could be holding a position of authority. So this could be for one of them. Okay, so I don't feel Manisha is doing anything currently with the position of authority, so I feel maybe it could be Elvish. All right, so now one of them might be receiving like a a reward, or some sort of recognition or appreciation or award for something. Okay, so one of them might be receiving an award. Now one of them is being like more stubborn. Okay, so I feel maybe this could be Manisha. So she feels very strongly about something. Okay, and she's being more stubborn in the situation. All right, so I feel one of them is waiting for some sort of confirmation, some sort of news regarding something. There's an important letter, important correspondence, so one of them is waiting for some important news regarding something. Okay, so however, a sincere wish will be granted. Okay, so when it comes to one of them, so something which they have wanted. Okay, so a sincere wish would be granted, and there could be a possible announcement. Now this could be work related announcement on an individual level for one of them, possibly maybe some update on their project, something work related, or maybe it could be like a combined or something linked to both of them as well. So but some sort of announcement. Okay, so great worry, someone is sort of worrying about something a bit too much. I feel this could be Manisha, because when I'm sort of connecting to energies, I feel that it is Manisha. She's thinking a lot about something, she's worrying about something currently. So one of them is possibly experiencing or like sort of dealing with some sort of loss over something. Okay, so yes, and or this could be something coming up in the future, a possible loss over something. Now in need of help, assistance and guidance. One of them definitely needs guidance, okay, and good advice. All right, so some sort of assistance, some sort of guidance, in a certain matter or in a certain situation. Okay, so I know a lot of you want to ask if things would be okay between Elvish and Manisha, so I will quickly check that as a separate question before I wrap up the reading. So let's see if there's any scope or if there's any possibility of things getting fixed between Elvish and Manisha. Okay, so will things get better between Elvish and Manisha? All right, so let's check. So will things get better between Elvish and Manisha? So let's see. So what are the possibilities, and so what are the possibilities? All right, so will things get better? All right, okay, so the thing here is I feel that it's not completely impossible, but of course I feel that Elvish would have to make a lot of effort. Okay, so he would have to maybe do something. He would have to go out of the way. Possibly he might have to maybe apologize, make it up to her, because Manisha feels a sense of betrayal. Okay, and but I don't feel that Elvish is in the zone to maybe go out of his way either. I mean, maybe he wants to drop subtle hints, or maybe he wants to do things very lightly, whereas he just wants her to sort of come around and he wants to fix things. But I feel that Elvish would have to make a bold move, towards her, or make her feel special, make her feel better, try to make it up to her, because definitely there's stubbornness. Okay, so one of them is being more stubborn, one of them feels very strongly about the matter, and so yes, I feel that extra effort is required, and Elvish would have to do that if he wishes to sort of fix things, and so one person needs to sort of put their ego in a corner, and maybe or maybe one person needs to stop being stubborn. So I feel that according to the energies, it would have to be Elvish. He would have to sort of make a certain move, for Manisha to sort of come around. I mean, it's not completely impossible, but it depends, because currently I don't feel he wants to do that either. They're in a zone where they're like, okay, maybe they just want to accept things for what they are. Okay, but that doesn't mean they're indifferent, or it doesn't matter, or they're happy to sort of be in such a situation or let go. So they're trying to make the peace with things. So all right, so guys, that was an energy update on Elvish and Manisha. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back once again. Till then, take good care of yourself. Ciao.